here in Chicago and all around the globe. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of The Mark Allen Show. And we're here right now. Hear my voice and hear my voice right now. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Some call it every day. But we're here 1 o'clock p.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. right here on the UBM Radio TV Network. Now listen, everybody. We need you all to we thank you for what you're doing, and we need more and more of you after this program is over. Keep sharing, and keep subscribing to our YouTube page, right? The YouTube page. YouTube. And remember Martin Lawrence used to say, toothpaste? I'm just kidding, listen. So go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to the UBM Radio TV page, because then that way you'll be subscribed to our everyday, on-the-day programming with all the solution-oriented programming that a lot of you on social media ask for every day. Carolyn J. Ruff, I see you're going to talk about you because this is Giving Tuesday. And so we dedicate our program today to all of those who give their lives to helping the least of our people, and for those who now end up on the receiving end of saying that we need your donations today. And so we're looking forward to your donations to help me and us do what we do. Not just pray for what we do, not just wonder what we do, but for you, and you too, to help us do what we do. And so we celebrate this because on this Giving Tuesday, over 40 years of my life, I've done nothing but dedicate my life to giving on local, state, national, and international levels to help lift up the least of our people. And after over 40 years, I never thought the day would come when I would have to end up saying, don't help others, but then now I need your help. I need your help to build and rebuild my personal and professional leadership. And so I appeal to you on this Giving Tuesday. Will you give? Will you, and everybody watching, will you give something today to help me and my leadership in lifting up the least of God's people? And so on this Giving Tuesday, we ask, because like I said, in all of my over 40 years, that I've always lifted up others, tried to help raise money to lift up others. And after over 40 years, I never thought the day would come, but it came when I had to spend several months fighting cancer. And then having to try and not work and only focus on your health for several months, as the doctor say, don't do nothing but focus on your health. But life ain't fair, and life keeps sending you challenges. So on this day, I'm glad to have this challenge once again for all of you to not just watch what I do, but help me do what I do on this Giving Tuesday. So I hope that everybody who is tuning in and watching, Carolyn J. Ruff, I see you, and I thank you for the I'm not gonna get the whole exact name, but I gotta get the Black Lives Matter Women's Movement. Give me the correct name, and I'll make sure I say it. But Carolyn J. Ruff, we thank you. Harold Arnold, thank you. Otis Monroe and others, thank you. And everybody else, Carrie Fuller, I see you. Thank you for giving on this Giving Day. And so I'm not ashamed to, ain't too proud to beg, and you know it, right? So I'm saying I need your help. So those of you that can, if you have a PayPal account, you can go to PayPal and go to Black Wall Street Chicago at yahoo.com. Black Wall Street Chicago at yahoo.com. Or you can go to the website at nationalblackwallstreetchicago.org, nationalblackwallstreetchicago.org. And so everybody can give and help me as we rebuild my structuring, focusing, and repositioning on the work that we're doing. Coming up this week, I'm going to talk about it. We're going to be talking about something very powerful about the work that we're doing right now. and I talk about it all the time. But let me just say this. During the Civil Rights Movement, blacks, Latinos, and women marched and protested about racial and gender equality for all Americans. While those efforts produced the 1964 Civil Rights Act that ended legalized segregation, the stain of private institutional racism persists. The positive stories told by the mass media are overwhelmingly quote-unquote white narratives, while positive stories about blacks, Latinos, and other non-whites are buried in the mass media's unrelenting efforts to tell negative and demeaning stories. And now guess what? I'm going to tell you. On December 1st, right here, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., the Monroe Foundation, along with Urban Broadcast Media, will host a town hall meeting focused on the narratives of color, representing several foundations that are committed to attend. The meeting will be streamed live on Facebook and YouTube and broadcast live right here on our UBM Radio TV network, and then will also be aired on cable channel 25 on Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m. And so for those of you that may want to be a part of, because there's only limited seating, and when I say limited, I mean limited, right? So don't say you didn't get a chance to come, but for those who want to be a part and really want to be a part of this major initiative that we're working on with Dr. Finney, with Otis Monroe, the Field Foundation, and others, to continue to grow and build our own independent news outlet that, despite what the mainstream media says about what's going on, we're here at UBM to continue to plant this seed in building our own independent news agency, not just on TV, on radio, and social media, right here on this corner of 41st and King Drive. Now, if you want to be part of this, call right now. Seats are limited. And I'm going to say this again. When I say seats are limited, seats are limited. So if you want to be a part of this historic effort, when we convene those voices that need to have a real voice that can't be heard on mainstream media, we're here to tell the good news, the untold stories. All the mainstream media wants to do until it's Good News Day is talk about all the negatives and talk about all the pain. And here we are at UBM this week about to host a major meeting. And if you want to be a part of it, you can call right now. Call Otis Monroe directly at 773-315-9720. That's 773-315-9720. That's what we're talking about on Giving Tuesday. And I lift up Otis Monroe and what he's doing and his foundation, because once again, you can never say thanks too much. And I always say this because a lot of people, because it's just the right thing to do, you say sorry for your loss, sorry for your pain, call me if you need me. Well, I'm just trying to tell you, there's a lot of times you call on a lot of people, and sometimes they don't answer. But for me, through my whole several months and my continued fight with cancer, I'm coming up right now. It was Christmas Day when that was the best Christmas gift I could have after going through an 8-hour colon cancer surgery. And I was released from the hospital on Christmas Day this time last year. And I'm looking forward to celebrating my first year of being a colon cancer survivor. And we want to lift that up and thank God for that, and to keep on fighting. Every day on the day, I keep looking up. And I see, and I've said this before, not just me who had to fight this fight with cancer, but I saw so many others who were much younger than me, right? The children that I used to see going for my cancer checkups. It just pained me, and it still pains me on the work that we've got to do. And so I can't help but keep stressing every day on the day, especially when I look up and I keep saying, especially those who are younger than me, right? Who are dying from cancer when they didn't have to, right? And all because we didn't do what we had to do proactively to look out for our own health. And if you ain't got your health, you ain't got nothing. And so again, on this Giving Tuesday, I'm asking everybody to give something today to help me do what I do, and won't let you down, but give. And so if you got a PayPal account, go to Black Wall Street Chicago at yahoo.com. And you can go to our website at nationalblackwallstreetchicago.org, or you can even send your donation to 4655 South King Drive, Suite 203, 4655 South King Drive, Suite 203. So much going on. But it all points back to, friends, whatever we talk about, people text me every day about all the ills that go in our community. And you keep asking, where are the solutions? Well, I'm telling you, the solutions are right here. Part of them, not all of them, but the solutions that you're looking for. God intervened. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Well, it's right here. God has already answered our prayers, right? To do what we need to do to lift up the least of our people. And so that's what we're here to talk about on this Giving Tuesday. So give to those groups and those works that are trying to do the very things that you say you're talking about. And so I'm glad to have, again, on my lifeline, and glad to have him, who again, I never have to apologize for why I lift him up in terms of what he's meant to me over the years, and what he's meant to me and means to me right now. So if I fought this fight with cancer, there are those who said, and some who ain't answered the call. Call me if you need me. Some ain't answered yet, but one who has answered the call for over 20-some years, and even today, it's not been an easy thing to try to build and fight back. Go through 3 relapses, but I'm gonna make it. But those people who helped me, and I'm glad to welcome him on this program. Let's talk through this Giving Tuesday. Is my good friend and ally, the Reverend Otis Chandler Monroe. Is it the first, second, third? The third. The Reverend Otis Chandler Monroe III, founder and CEO of the Monroe Foundation. And so Otis, we're glad to have you on, man. Thank you, my friend, for being here.
to get in the mix, you have to ensure that capacity is in place. So Jamie Reed will be there to talk about how black and brown activist voices on issues of economic justice can become a partner to ready them communities to become participants in the contractual opportunity that Chicago's moving forward in 2018. So that if we can empower black and brown trade in our community to bid on this work and become successful in those bidding, and then have a Paul Bond in the room for PNC Bank to finance those contracts, we can put black and brown people directly to work. This was just a resounding theme of our advocacy for over 25 years from Monroe Foundation and from Black Wall Street and the BLDI, the Black Leadership Development Institute. We can employ our own, but we put our own to work in the very communities where these opportunities are emerging. And then we're going to have Chicago Foundation for Women in the room to speak about how they fund the work of black and brown women and young women engaged in advocacy on women's causes and related issues. We're going to have the Chicago Community Trust in the room, representing and talking about the Chicago Alliance, Chicago Funders Alliance, that funds workforce development. So again, this is a wonderful opportunity for black and brown people who are concerned about these issues of economic justice, social justice, fairness in contracts and procurement, to download the UBM app or to watch on Facebook and to listen to the discourse that would take place on December 1st between 10 and 12 p.m. at UBM. The most important part of all this is our step collaboratively, Black Wall Street, Chicago, UBM, Freelance Academy, EGI Movement, Hacking Power, and the Monroe Foundation, with the support of the Field Foundation of Illinois, to position UBM as the community-based facilitator and training ground to help black and brown activism in Chicago refine their messages of activism and to more efficiently and impactfully gain attention to the narrative activism that's taking place in black and brown Chicago.
Now, I think this one, hold it right there, because I want to go just a little bit further before we leave, but I want to talk about the significance, because a lot of people in our community now have been talking about the downfall of DNA info and all of what that represented, and we need to talk about what the power of this upcoming meeting that we're having on changing the narrative and bringing people together at UBM. What does that mean for UBM in light of the fact that a DNA info is now shut down, and what this legendary meeting coming up this week with these foundations and funders. But hold on one second, I gotta, let me take a quick break. Hold on, right, don't go nowhere. Hold on, I'm talking to Otis Monroe from the Monroe Foundation, and we're talking about a major initiative coming up, and we're gonna talk more about it as we build this UBM radio TV network, and a major meeting is going on right here. I'm Mark Allen, and this is Hear My Voice, and hear my voice right now, and you're gonna hear my voice some more with Otis Monroe right after this message. Take a break.
Let your voice be heard. Call the UBM radio hotline at 312-754-4333. UBM Radio.
My life changed because someone was there to get me to use drugs. No one can understand. People think that having someone who will listen makes it better. I need help.
I'm listening.
I need help. I think that having someone who will listen makes it better. People understand. No one can get me to use drugs. My life changed because someone was there to listen.
Go to HereToListen.com for tips and tools to turn addiction around. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. When I grow up, I want to be a glass countertop in a new home. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's best birthday present. When I grow up, I want to be a football stadium. When I grow up, I want to be a warm place on a cold day. When I grow up, I want to be a fancy grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. A public service advertisement brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Man, that was a good ball game, man.
Man, that was good, man.
Yeah, man, we got them good.
Got that triple-double, man.
Yeah, man.
No triple-double.
Come on, man. What happened, man? Look, man, I got this injury, man. This thing is sore. Take a look at it, man.
I ain't looking at that, man. Pull your shorts back up, man.
Take a look at this, man. I don't know who to ask. Man, doctors.
Go see a doctor.
I don't know no doctor.
Well, what about Dr. Cook?
What about Dr. Cook?
Dr. Cook's the man.
He the man? He the man.
Let me get him on the phone.
Call the man then.
I'm doing it right now.
Hello, Dr. Cook.
Man, you were right, Mike. Man, I feel a whole lot better. Looking now, you feel younger.
I told you, man.
Man, Dr. Cook's the man.
Come on, you played another one?
Yeah, man, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Do it.
Hello, Dr. Cook. Answering the call at 3 p.m. on UBM Radio. UBM Radio.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, and people of God in Chicago and around the globe. This is veteran activist Mark Allen, chairman of National Black Wall Street Chicago, in the spirit and legacy of the original Black Wall Street of Tulsa. And we're here right now on another edition of the Mark Allen Show. Hear my voice, and you're hearing my voice right now. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Some people call it every day. 1 o'clock p.m. until 2 o'clock p.m. right here on the UBM Radio TV Network. Now listen, friends, everybody, keep joining in. When the program is over, I want more of you to go and subscribe. Go to the YouTube channel, right? And then subscribe. When you get to YouTube, then subscribe to the UBM Radio TV page. Why? I'm glad you asked. Listen, we're building and growing our own independent news network that we control to provide a voice for the voiceless. We provide solution-oriented program. I mean, before I came on, you got the panhandle thing going on now. We got the Power Hour with Benita Power, AKA's in the building. We got Q's. We got some everybody down here doing solution-oriented programming. And now, when people talked about, some people can analyze, others have to organize. And some of us are here to be the leaders we've been looking for. And on the phone with me right now, my lifeline is one of those people that help makes things happen. And here's one of the things that we're doing right now. A lot of people have been talking about the downfall of DNA Info and what that means. It means a lot for UBM. With all the stuff that DNA Info did, thank God for them, for all the neighborhood stories, but people of color don't have enough of their own independent news outlets, and there's something going on this week right here at UBM. What is it, Mark? Well, I'm glad you asked. Listen, coming up on December 1st, and Otis Monroe is here to talk about it, on what the significant means for us to plant this seed right now with all these public-private funders, and what it means to build this independent news network, people of color. So Otis, tell us some more about, because you didn't just hear about it, but you lifted up and planted that seed when we met with the sister, Angelique Power. So tell us more about just the significance of what it really means to have this major meeting and live broadcast that's going on this week here at UBM.
Well, I want to go back to your first question before you went to the break, and that is for those reporters who find themselves now displaced, if you will, as a result of the shutdown of DNA Info. And I think what this presents to them is an opportunity to embrace UBM and really to embrace themselves and the talent that God has given them to in their own way, become the scribes that report on the narrative what's happening in Black and Brown Chicago. So UBM is an advocacy tool of empowerment for those who are activists of a different sort. They are an activist who can help craft the story of Black and Brown activism in Chicago by partnering with UBM, hosting their own show, creating their own platform, and and cultivating their own support for not only their talent, but how they want to report on the DNA of what's happening within Black and Brown Chicago. So that's the significance of what we're trying to achieve here, is that the narratives of color on forum on Friday is just the first step of a catalyst to create a momentum and movement that builds and provides an ongoing and constantly building opportunity to create diverse narratives of what's happening in Chicago that's not being reported by mainstream media, that's not being invested in or significantly invested in through corporate responsibility or philanthropy, but to begin after the Black Broadcast Forum on Friday, for those narratives in the room and subsequent narratives that UVM will host as the community-based communication empowering mechanism to now begin to gradually change the narrative of not only how mainstream media reports on what's happening in our community, and our corporations partner in invested initiatives of social and economic change, and how foundations fund the capacity of organizations to be legitimate in the work in those communities, but we still maintain our independence by having a community-based vehicle through the urban broadcast media to tell our narrative. So it's not about that. It's not about just getting mainstream media to embrace us, but it's also about maintaining our independence to tell our story ourselves.
And now, and one more thing. Now, tell me once again, and our listeners and viewers, tell us once again some of the power players. And I know that, and we lift up this sister, Angelique Power, and I tried to make her related to Bettina Power, but they ain't related, but I tried. I'm gonna get DNA info or some of that people to find out they're related. But I'm just saying, but the point is, here's a sister who talked about how she grew up in Bronxville and now lives in South Shore, but now here she sits as a Black woman in Chicago who now leads a multi-million-dollar field foundation that we need to lift up, because a lot of this is because of the seeds that she wants to plant as the new leadership of the Field Foundation and planting this seed here. But tell us once again some of the other power players that are going to be here with us on December 1st as we broadcast live. Tell us again some of the power players that's going to be in the room as we shift this narrative.
Well, the response narrative panel, and those are the individuals that represent media, corporate responsibility, and philanthropy that will respond to the narrative that's pulled by our narrative panelists. So let's start with who they are. Brother Philip Jackson from the Black Stars Project, Elder Kevin Anthony Ford of St. Paul's Church of God in Christ Community Development Corporation, Ashley Farrell, and Devontae Austin, and Amsile Franklin from the GTI movement of Package Power, Reverend Annabelle Vega of East Village Youth Program, and Calvin King of Free Lunch Academy. They will be the Black and brown activists telling that narrative. And then the response panelists will offer their insight as how they can support those narratives. And Paul Avant, the Vice President and Community Consultant for PNC Bank, he will bring the corporate responsibility response. Jamie Reed, who is the Chief Procurement Officer for the City of Chicago Department of Procurement Services, I think one of the best one of the best City of Chicago employees, on this issue of parity and equity and procurement. She will speak to the world of her office and that of the White Mayor in terms of how they're trying to bring more, trying to build capacity so that more African American contractors can become certified through her office to actually bid and participate in the contractual opportunity that the City of Chicago presents through this mayor and through the technical assistance and to understand the psyche, if you will, behind philanthropy in Chicago and in the country today. So we got a very diverse response panel of these individuals who I just referenced. We have you bringing in the wrap-up session. Where do we go from here? Now that the narratives have been told, now that a response has been given to those narratives, what does that all mean going forward? And then Reverend Dr. Finney will moderate the discussion. But again, the idea is that folks still prefer to have a continuous dialogue going forward so that we pray and believe will result in a relationship building opportunity that becomes transformative to the work of the narratives in the room and to the community, the Black and brown community that they represent, while at the same time positioning urban broadcast media as the community-based training and communication platform to help Black and brown activism in Chicago effectively and impactfully message their work in Black and brown Chicago.
And before you go, say one more thing about, even as we do this, changing the narrative piece, the significance of our setting aside a role of the current and future young journalists who are here in our community, and the fact that this whole building of this new initiative and expanding of this initiative at, at UBM significantly reaches out to the current and new journalists of color in our community.
Absolutely. Because I made a point, Mark, because one of the things we want to, leadership development is about developing leaders. So it's not about recycling the same voices that are always in front of the camera, always in front of the microphone, and then it becomes about the individual and not the movement, not the narrative. And so we have an obligation as the somewhat retiring generation of voices to raise up the next generation of leadership. So that's why it was very important that the individuals that were mentioned, Philip Jackson, yourself, me, and others, but really the narratives are going to be told by the emerging leadership of the organizations are going to speak to how they are engaged as the next generation of leadership, telling the narrative, activism on the issues that are taking place in their respective communities. We have a responsibility to create legacy. That's just difficult. We have the responsibility to create legacy, not to constantly put ourselves in the forefront, because I think that's the problem now with Black and brown activism in some respects, is that it's become too focused on the individual and not on the movement itself. So therefore, there's no leadership being developed, there's no legacy being cultivated, and therefore there's no sustaining engagement that is constantly developing generations and generations of leadership, of voices, of narratives to keep moving the issues of change to results.
Well,
again, yeah.
No, I appreciate that. But those of you, as I said before, we got very limited seating, and we need those who want to be actively and systematically involved in helping us move this forward. And I see some people on and offline who are part of our media community. They may want to be involved and get engaged in those last few seats that are left to be a part of this effort. And so what number can they call you and claim those last few seats to be a part of this historic meeting?
I think we'll be more effective.
Yes.
I think at this point we really need to encourage your listening audience to just tune in to
Got
the
you.
show. At www.urbanbroadcastmedia.com or like the Facebook page and just listen in, watch the show, because in Southern
Right.
Town hall meeting, there's not for everyone to come in. This week, I've had some calls from elected officials who want to come in the room. That ain't gonna happen. It's not a form for elected officials to come in this house and just this is what we're doing. I mean, here's the case in point. Now, I may offend some people with this comment about the making. I'm really not concerned about that. Because what's right is right and what's moral is moral. So here's the case in point. I just recently reached out to Cook County Commissioner Richard Boykin. And I said to Commissioner Richard Boykin, here's an idea. And we just recently met with J.P. Morgan Chase about the $40 million investment commitment to the south and west side of the community.
Right.
So here's an idea, Mr. Boykin. What if you took the point in convening a meeting with the leadership of J.P. Morgan Chase and Midwest chairperson, this former Congresswoman Melissa Bean, invite her to a meeting and say, Chairperson Chairwoman Bean, what we want you to do is that we want J.P. Morgan Chase to make a minimum $1 million commitment to each of those I think referred to them as troubled communities.
Mm-hmm.
And he highlighted over a year ago in his tours, remember he went to each community,
Right.
and endangered communities, everybody, endangered communities tour. So we want you to commit a minimum of $1 million of that $40 million to each of these endangered communities, and that we will work with you to develop a community process of identifying groups in those communities that could apply for that pieces of that $1 million to engage in affordable housing creation, jobs, economic development. As opposed to, because I left that meeting with J.P. Morgan Chase a month ago, feeling really not a lot of transparency in this process, and that the open note is already in, that they already have groups that they identified that will be beneficiaries of this $40 million commitment. And that doesn't sit well with me in that kind of fair and open process. So here it is almost weeks since I put that call out to Commissioner Boykin, again, who just had a tour about endangered communities, visited ICT and several other elected officials, but to Commissioner Boykin principally, because he's taking the point about these endangered communities, and you know what I hear? Cricket. Cricket.
Well, listen. Well.
So this is not a forum for elected officials to come in out of the tent about what they're doing. This is a forum for a call to respond. A call to respond from those who purport and position themselves allegedly to operate in that best interest. But most importantly, those response analysts in the room have already proven themselves to be allies in supporting and hearing and wanting to and have responded to the advocacy, to the narratives of Black and South Chicago. So we want to lift that advocacy up and the willingness to dig deeper into what that response should look like going forward in 2018.
Well, listen, I want to thank you once again for being on the show. And again, I'll say this on, and looking forward to the meeting on Friday and the role that you and Dr. Finney and others have been through me up to play, and looking forward to it. And we're going to talk more about it. And you're right. We need to be focused on those of us who've already proven ourselves, who's going to make it go forward, versus those who just show up and who didn't do nothing to help but want to offer their criticism. So I agree with you. But thank you once again, Otis, for tuning in, being involved, being engaged. But for me, on this Giving Tuesday, thank you for being one of those who, as I give, you've helped give to me to help lift me up and keep me moving. So I thank you very much, brother, and love you. Thank you so much. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we'll be right back for the final segment. This is Mark Allen, Chairman of National Black Wall Street Chicago, in the spirit and legacy of the original Black Wall Street of Tulsa. We're here right now, the Mark Allen Show, winding down. Hear my voice, and hear my voice right now, Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. Some call it every day, but we're here on Giving Tuesday. Are you going to give? Talk to me, somebody. We'll be back in a minute.
This is Mario Andre.
You know me as a racetrack driver, but I'm also a wheels will be the following year. I raced against the sports biggest fish aliens.
Oh, it was, okay, oh, I forget, yeah. On TV 25 this Sunday. Okay, got that.
Your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America. My life changed because someone was there to get me to use drugs. No one can understand. People think that having someone who will listen makes it better. I need help.
I'm listening.
I need help. I think that having someone who will listen makes it better. People understand. No one can get me to use drugs. My life changed because someone was there to listen.
Go to YourTube.com for tips and tools to turn addiction around. Brought to you by the
UBM Radio, in conjunction with Metropolitan Apostolic Community Church, invites you to give to our efforts to help our neighbors in need in Puerto Rico, Florida, and Houston in the wake of the recent hurricanes. Bring your non-perishable items, clothing, and water donations to the Met, 4100 South King Drive, during normal business hours. If you wish to make financial donations, visit www.themet41.org. Click on the offerings drop-down menu and select other. Let us be our brother's keeper. Give now to relief efforts of the recent hurricanes. A message from the Met
I see.
and UBM
Okay.
Radio. Let your voice be heard. Call UBM Radio at 312-754-4333. UBM Radio.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, the people of God here in Chicago and around the globe. You're into the final edition, the final hour, right? Hear my call, y'all, of the Mark Allen Show. Hear my voice, and hear my voice right now on this Giving Tuesday, and we want you all to give. Today is Giving Tuesday, and like I said before at the outset, and I'll say every day, for over 40 years of my life, all I've done, not 40 some odd years, 40 straight years of my life, I've given to serving the least of God's people. And I'm asking you today, those of you who are listening and watching on this camera, that camera, in here, I want you all, would you do something? If you know of the work and the legacy of my work for over 40 years on local, state, national, and international levels, some of you know I've been doing this all my life. And I'm asking you in a way that I've never done before. For over 40 years of my life, all I've ever done was fight for the least of God's people. But God got a way of humbling you. And so now here I am. And I'm humbled by it, ain't ashamed of it. But as cancer almost shut me down and almost took my life, and I had to work several months through only focus on your health, don't do no work. And trying to do that, I went through, since last Christmas, I've been through 3 cancer relapses. But through it all, through those 3 setbacks, I'm on my way to Christmas Day. I was released from the hospital after an 8-hour colon cancer surgery this time last year, and I'm looking forward to Christmas Day this year to celebrate my first year of being a colon cancer survivor. But friends, here's what I'm asking. I'm asking for all of you, you and you and you that are watching. You've known this is my work, personally and professionally, all my life. And I'm asking you now in ways that I haven't done before, because I thought I was all good, right? I'm fighting for everybody else. And I didn't know that the day would come that I would have to fight for me. And I'm asking those of you who are watching here locally and nationally and globally on this Giving Tuesday, would you give something today to help support my leadership on personal and professional levels? And you can do that right now, today. Whatever amount you want, but invest and plant this seed on this Giving Tuesday. Would you give? Right? would you give? If you got a PayPal account, you can give right now, right? You ain't got to pay no fees and all that. Just go to your PayPal account and go to Black Wall Street Chicago at yahoo.com. Black Wall Street Chicago at yahoo.com. Now, you can donate there. And you can go to the website, which is National Black Wall Street Chicago, right? .org. National Black Wall Street Chicago.org. And you can stop by, slide a donation under the door on this Tuesday at, well, glad you asked, 4655 South King Drive. 4655 South King Drive, Suite 203, and the 60653. Would you do that? And so I'm asking everybody, through it all, you prayed for me, but don't watch what I do on this Giving Tuesday. Don't wonder what I do on this Giving Tuesday. Can you help give? And help me do what I do for the work that you just heard Otis Monroe of the Monroe Foundation talk about, the very work we're doing this week as we speak. We're sitting down with major funders across this city that's looking at funding a whole brand new operation to expand UBM. Don't just sit back saying, damn shame that DNA is shut down. Well, what about UBM? It sets the stage for us to have our own. I didn't come to preach, but I can. Listen, for us to have our own independent news outlet, and we're building by the day. I'm telling you, we got the Youth News Network. We got People of Color Network. We got the social media channel. We got the TV station. We got the radio station, all right here in the same building that you can invest and have your own. So support what we're doing. So this week, on December 1st, we're going to have the Narratives of Color. We're bringing together a whole team with UBM. I'm not a prophet, but here's what I see. I'm telling you, a whole team, and the place is building and it's growing. For the good news, I know it's dark all the time. Oh, but the morning comes, all right here. I didn't come to preach, but I can. The morning comes right here. You're looking for solution, it's right here. And we'll be here December 1st, broadcasting live from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And then after that, we're going to rebroadcast it, not just on YouTube, right? We're then going to rebroadcast it on cable channel 25, right? And so give your donation today. It's non-for-profit, 501c3, tax deductible. It's right here. And I'm saying plant this seed today on Giving Tuesday. I'm glad that I've given over 40 years of my life on local, national, and international levels. I'm glad about it. I'm glad about the fact God gave me my voice back when I thought I was on my deathbed and wasn't going to have no more voice. Grace be to God who gave me my voice back. Grace be to God, to my frat brother, Captain brother, Reverend Dr. Leon Finney, who said, you want your voice heard? You can hear your voice down here. Talk to the people. And I'm here to do that too. And I'm glad about it. And so I'm going to talk to you when this is over. But again, help us today to do the work that we're doing, right? So we're grateful to Sister Carolyn and the Black Lives Movement Matter and the women. We thank you. We're going to keep recognizing you. And we're going to keep on posting the work that we're doing. I mean, there's a brand new black-owned pizza place coming into Bronzeville. There's more stuff happening on 47th Street. There's a lot of stuff that can get done if you plant this seed to help us do what we do. And that's what I ask on this Giving Tuesday. I'm glad to be giving my life still, cancer-free, giving my life still to the movement. And hopefully all of you that are listening and watching and watching and watching will also make a public commitment that you'll give something to help us do what we do as we get ready to move and be more structured, more focused, and positioned on our own independent news agency. As always in parting, believe in God because God is love. Love is what the world needs right now. Remember, in life, nothing is guaranteed but the end of it. We were born to die. But it's not that bad because in between birth and death, there's life. And it can be as positive as you want it to be, as long as you think positive. That means to keep a smile on your face and some warmth in your heart. And when a friend is down and they need you, you reach out and touch them, okay? And remember to always think positive, no matter how negative a situation may develop in your life. Remember that you are God's child. Yes, indeed, you are somebody. And you can do whatever you want to do and be whatever you want to be with the power of your own mind. If your mind can conceive it and your heart can believe it, know within yourself that you, and you too can achieve it. But you got to believe in yourself first, and others will believe in you too. So the next time, this is Mark Allen. God willing, hear my voice. Hear my voice. Hear my voice.